The Maps feature is designed to give you a bird's eye view of your property and assets. So you'll notice at the bottom of your Barn Owl app, you'll have a new Maps icon. If you go ahead and click there, you'll get an overview of where all of your camera placements are within the app. If your cameras have GPS, they'll automatically update and show in the appropriate location on the map. For example, these cameras down here. If your camera doesn't have GPS, you'll notice that they display at the top of the map, or you'll see it in the general area based on where we're able to locate your SIM card from your nearest cell tower. So then you'll just drag it to the correct location. So now let's take a close look at some of the cameras on this account. So you'll see here, when I zoom in, I can see the field of view for each one of the cameras that I have. If I go ahead and click on the camera, you'll see all of these settings here. You'll see the camera name, the model camera. This one here is a RangeCam 4G with a standard field of view lens. You'll see the latitude and longitude of it. You'll also see the heading. If your unit doesn't include GPS, you can use the little image icon here. And if you click it and drag it, you can change the heading of the camera. You'll also see the max observable distance. What this means is that's the distance where the camera can observe something and you can make an educated decision on what to do based on what the camera sees at that distance. If the camera is set to small, medium, or large image quality, you'll see that that max distance changes. So for example, on the RangeCam 4G here, at small quality, you would get about 43 feet of observable distance. And if you were using it on large quality, you would have a much greater observable distance, almost 130 feet. So if you were using your cameras for surveillance, the best possible max observable distance is going to help you observe things out to a far distance. And if you wanted to ID things, let's say somebody's face, if you have a trespasser or a repeat trespasser or a license plate that you want to see coming into the property, you would want to be within this distance here of the first to second orange line to try to ID things with the camera. And you would be able to observe things with your camera out to this third orange line here, out to this distance. So you'll see here, this is a RangeCam 4G wide unit. You'll notice that the wide angle view is going to give you a wider field of view. So you'll be able to capture more distance horizontally. But if you're using the camera for surveillance, you'll notice that the standard angle lens on the 4G is your best option because it's going to give you the greatest amount of distance to observe things on your property.